Some people are readers, some people are listeners, some people are writers. I personally really enjoy journaling, and writing I find can help me talk things out in my own mind, even better than verbally.
I don't like the question, what's your mindset routine? Because it's like, well, I'm living my life as me, and you should find out who the hell you are and what you like to do and what turns you on.
But I know she has a dopamine fast, and the purpose of it is to reset the hormone dopamine in the brain, because we're constantly, like you said, on our phones, we're getting like pinged, we're getting these hits nonstop.
You know, like back in the day, like the movie The Hackers, these guys were like hackers, like they were that kind of freak level of computer awareness. And one of the guys jumped in the ocean, had his phone in his pocket. Hi, I'm Dave Conway, and I'm here with my wife, Jacqueline. Welcome to the 30-Day Year. On this podcast, we're sharing stories, ideas, and philosophies to show you what it takes to turn your annual income into your monthly income. I've learned that the first step to creating a 30-day year is entertaining new ideas that might at first appear strange or even laughable. But stick with us as we reveal that this idea is a very real way to build success. Our plan is to spark curiosity into what you're capable of achieving by exploring ideas around freedom, contribution, work, life, everything. The content may even disturb your perception of life a bit too, which we hope it does. This podcast is not about us, it's all about you. So sit back, relax, and come in with an open mind. Welcome to the 30-Day Year.
Okay, welcome. So we're going to talk about the importance of a mindset routine today. And I think this is a good topic because we like to create order in our lives. We like to create structure. And I find that as soon as we create a structure around something, it's almost like you don't have to think about it anymore and you can just start kind of doing. You know what I mean? It's like you hire a health coach, they're like, eat this. You're like, great, I don't have to think about what I'm supposed to eat anymore. I just have to eat what my health coach told me to eat to like get the result I want.
Yeah, leverage their 10 years of education and experience.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I read Fast Like a Girl last year by Mindy Peltz. I think her name is Dr. Mindy Peltz. And she explains how women should fast. And then she's like, here's how to try this out. Like, here's exactly how to follow it. And you don't really have to think, oh, should I fast today? Should I not fast today? When should I start? When should I stop? She's like, no, just do this, right? She's created the routine. And that just honestly lets the subconscious take over, right? And then we can just start developing the habit or integrating the practice, and then obviously reaping the benefit. And I think that when it comes to like a mindset routine, I actually don't hear that talked about a lot or enough, maybe here and there, maybe. I think because we're in that space, we probably see it more, but on the day to day for the, average person or anyone really, it's not something we're consciously doing. It's not taught to us even as kids, right? Now that I think about it, it's like I teach my kids to brush their teeth every day. I teach them to do certain things, but I have not integrated a mindset routine for them yet, but I will. So it's, I think, a really powerful thing to just keep an eye on and to, I think, figure out what works for you. So what do you think of mindset routines?
Yeah, I think, I think the modern world, a lot of people have fitness routines right now. So there's a lot of attention on the body, attention on the human body. So people are trying to build in their fitness routines, get up and go for your run in the morning or go to the gym or, whatever that is. And not that many people are like really into mindset routines, I don't think. Now, if you look at that, what was one of the main routines that people used to do was like religious based. So I think a lot of the way, like, you pray at night with your children.
Which is more spiritual, I'd say, than mindset, do you think?
Yeah, but the spirit feeds the mind.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have a spiritual routine, I guess, would be, the certain religions still have it, like the Muslims have it. They go to the mosque. I remember when we were buying a Range Rover, and the salesman there, I was like, I'll meet you this afternoon at 2. And he said, okay, we'll come a little bit after because I'll be at the mosque. And he's like, I got to do my daily prayers. So I'm seeing him in the morning. I said, I'll come back to finalize everything. And he's like, yeah, come at like 2:30 because I'll be coming back from the mosque. And he was a young man.
Yeah.
I said, oh, well, that's really interesting. You know, like that's not that common of a thing you hear. I remember Bob used to talk about how we have coffee breaks in America, while when he used to work in Malaysia, they had prayer breaks. And that's all culture.
Yeah.
So you'll find that you're always going into a routine. So when you wake up in the morning, you go into a routine. I remember hearing Mel Robbins talking about, like, you know, saying another genius thing. You shouldn't have your phone in your room. It's like, yeah, well, that's not rocket science. You know, people don't even put their phone on airplane mode, which is crazy. And you always want to touch it. So we're always going into a routine. You have to understand that we're always in a routine. And if you don't have a routine to keep your spirit in check and your mind in check and your body in check, it's left to the outside world to start to control how you live. So when it comes to my mindset routine, study is the biggest thing. Study and visualization are my top things. I work in an industry where I'm always thinking about this stuff. So I feel like I'm always bombarding my mind all the time.
Yeah.
With these ideas and this information, you know, even doing this podcast right now is pumping these ideas into my mind. So study is a huge one. I love to study. I love to study powerful information. A lot of the information that we study at Conway, I love to study it, and that gets my mind really, really going. And I love the practice of visualization as a part of my routine.
Yeah. Yeah. I also like it. I like that it's become just kind of second nature, like you say, like it's part of our everyday life. It's part of our business. So like it's just there. It's just part of it, right? But that's not normal, you know? So if I'm just any average person, what would you recommend? Or just someone that's new to this, you know, where would you start? Just by listening or reading, or what would you do?
Well, I've got different thoughts around like discipline. Because if you're going to create a new routine, you do need discipline.
Yeah.
But I always have like a leery eye against rigidity. Where I've seen people who start forming these mindset routines where, you know, they wake up at 5 and then they're jumping up and down for 15 minutes, and then they're reading a book for 15 minutes, and they have it all on a timer, and then they're visualizing for 50 minutes, and they're doing this for 15 minutes. Like, well, where's the room for life? Like, when's life going to flow through a person?
Right.
And a lot of these people, they don't even produce great results either. So it's like, why do we do it? I think you got to get down to the fundamental. Why would a person implement a mindset routine? Well, most people's mind, including my own, most minds are very undisciplined. Yeah. So if I'm going to approach mindset routine, I'm trying to create an energy or a focus for my day. I'm trying to get control over my thinking and feelings for that day. So I personally have been asked a lot, like, what's your mindset routine? And I'm always a little leery to give it to people, what I do, because you're different.
Yeah.
I know it works for me. Studying really turns me on. Visualizing is fantastic. And then throughout the day, just having an inspired, stimulated mind. Like, my mind's always thinking about my goal. My mind's always having fun. I have a lot of fun inside here, actually.
Me too.
It's like a blast in here. I woke up this morning. I was flying back from Las Vegas, and I had to stay overnight in Calgary. And I woke up this morning just feeling great. And I was like, I'm having a great time right now in my own mind. And even when I was on the plane ride home yesterday, I fell asleep for like 2 hours on the airplane. And I was like, this is just a blast. I was just like,
Like in your like dream state, you felt that
in the
way?
dream state, and when I came out too, I was just really
Okay.
enjoying my own thinking.
You know, I just took a couple beats in the last week just to like relax because I've had a lot of like kind of different projects on my plate. And so I can start to get kind of like, woof, I need to just stop for a minute because I find as soon as I feel like there's too many ideas ripping or too many projects that I need to be accountable to, I'm like, I feel like I'm behind. So I need to like calm down and chill. So I just like go lay on the bed for a bit and just like kind of like visualize, enter a bit of a dream state. And I could just feel myself like smiling. I was just like smiling.
That's right.
But I only had like maybe 5 minutes because the girls are around and they run in and they need something or whatever. So I don't get a ton of time, especially if it's like family time too. But even just that 5 minutes was like just a reset. It's almost like for me, it's like, yeah, mindset reset. That's another way you can look at it too. And I agree that I think this is very personal. This idea of a routine, it's very, very personal. Some people are readers. Some people are listeners. Some people are writers. I personally really enjoy journaling. And writing, I find, can help me talk things out in my own mind. Even better than verbally, actually. I find the writing actually can be more profound for me. And I think someone would feel differently and say, oh no, I need to like talk it out first. And then that helps me understand. So it's deeply personal. And like you said earlier, it's about like what's a mindset routine? Well, it's just setting the mind.
Yeah, you got to ask yourself, like, I got different routines for different things. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, what are you trying to control or reset? Mm-hmm. And what people need to understand, that's not taught in our education system, is that the subconscious mind needs no rest. It doesn't fatigue. But your conscious mind and your body, they fatigue.
Right.
Okay, they do fatigue. So they need rest. They need to be reset. So when you fall asleep at night, you go into the sub, you get reborn, you get refreshed. So as we move throughout our day, we're going to accumulate all the stresses of our current world and our day. So I think a morning routine, and it doesn't have to be crazy, just something that just calms the mind, gets you excited about the day, gets you excited about, going after that goal, whatever it is, and keeps you control, not, gives you control over the mind is what I would say. Mm-hmm. And then another one that I do is midday. I like to have a little visualization, a little meditation. It like regenerates me for the afternoon. And then I also like to transition from work into like home life or nightlife or whatever, into fatherhood, from like working man to dad. Mm-hmm. I like to break that up with some exercise.
Yeah, me too. That helps to like bridge the two. Because it's tough. It is tough. You need like transition time. Like it can't just be like, boom, do this now, boom, do that now. Like the mind does need time to transition. And exercise is so great because it pulls you out of your head. Yeah. I think it's like, especially, I mean, you have a trainer you work with. I typically will do some type of exercise through a trainer as well. And you just do what they say. You just follow what they say, right? Yeah. And then that, again, gives you this space to, like reset, but also like tune back into your body as well. Mental work, I think, can cut you off from your body if you're not moving your body. Yeah. Like, movement is so key. Yeah,
I would basically sum it up like this when it comes to routines. If you decide on a routine, so let's say you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to walk, that's what you're going to do, stick to it. Mm-hmm. Like whatever you decide to do as what you want, like that would be considered a routine, stick to the one thing. I don't like the question, what's your mindset routine? Because it's like, well, I'm living my life as me. Mm-hmm. And you should find out who the hell you are and what you like to do and what turns you on. I would say the only criteria of it is it producing results? Do you find your results are increasing and improving? Mm-hmm. But running around, and especially in the information age that we're in, running around watching 10,000 videos on mindset routines, and everyone's a little bit different. If you've noticed that, find what works for you, but make sure it is working on producing those results. I also think that the world is experiencing a little bit of mental turmoil as an effect of like people not having that grounding of like going to church and stuff on a Sunday as a family. I know a lot of people have drifted from that, but I think there is benefits. I think there's some nonsense and there's reasons that people have stopped doing it. But I think the fallout is actually bigger than we think, because I think it did help people ground themselves as a family, even if it's for that moment or even if it lasted for 2 or 3 more days. Just some different kind of suggestion, spiritual suggestion, mental suggestion, a little bit of reflection for an hour every week goes a long way. So if you're not doing it, then what are you reflecting on? And if you've noticed, people are just constantly on their phones, just constantly consume. And it's destroying people.
Absolutely. Well, I mentioned Dr. Mindy earlier, and she explains in her book about dopamine fasts, which I believe needs to be about 48 hours long, maybe up to 3 days, actually. Don't quote me on that. Sorry, Dr. Mindy. But I know she has a dopamine fast, and the purpose of it is to reset the hormone dopamine in the brain, because we're constantly, like you said, on our phones. We're getting like pinged. We're getting these hits nonstop. It's like junkies, right? We're getting hits of dopamine all the time through content, through text, through whatever is notifying us. And not only is that distraction central and it pulls your focus, but if your brain gets inundated with too much dopamine, it can't actually process it anymore, and it gets built up. And so you have to reset it. And fasting is one way to do that. And I did one of those. And I did feel like less of a pull for my phone.
Is dopamine a hormone?
It is a hormone, yeah. It's like a pleasure hormone. It's like, ooh, that feels good, feels good.
Yeah.
And then serotonin is connected with satisfaction.
Like addiction. Addiction
dopamine,
would be born out of it. Yeah,
out of dopamine, yeah. Like doped up, right? I'm dopey.
Yeah.
So
sounds nice.
But there's too much of it, right? And so you got to like flush it out and rebalance it so the hormone doesn't get built up, and then it's almost like you like want more. It has to have like a nice flow to it, right?
Yeah,
like there's a healthy amount of dopamine to have, and there's just too much of it flowing through us.
That's really interesting you say that, because I think some of the hormones in my body related to food has changed. And yeah, like I'm not getting like eat a piece of chocolate or something. It's like
not hitting you.
It's not even close.
So I sent that to you. I was like, oh, you've reset your hormones.
Well, that's with TV too and stuff. Like I'm very disinterested in TV and things like that. And you're like, well, I think you balance your dopamine or whatever. I was like, oh yeah. Right.
Yeah. Because if you start getting like hits from something, right? Like content, or like someone likes your post, or you get hooked, people get hooked on that.
Yeah. I was just in Vegas. I saw it.
Yeah. People on their phones, right? We're all hooked on
the
them.
VLTs.
Yeah. And it's because the phone is providing that hit.
It's designed for it.
So that's why we keep going for it, because it's giving us these like teeny little drops of like pleasure hormone all the time. And so to gain back your control of that is huge. It's huge.
People can't even take a piss or a shit without looking at their phone.
That's true. Don't touch anyone's phone, you guys. That's so gross.
I'm like, man, I can't even tell you how many urinals I've been in, male and men's bathroom, where guys are just sitting there with their freaking phone. I was like, jeepers, man.
Super
like,
gross,
you can't
Dave.
even not look at your phone and take a piss?
Yeah, got to be entertained, I guess.
Jeez, I was in the bathroom today at the airport, and I was listening to a guy listening to freaking YouTube in the stall beside me.
Really? Wow. I feel like that's a bit next level. I've never experienced
it is current level, Jack.
It's current level.
I would say 70% of guys are
watching something and
taking a piss while and watching something.
I mean, that's the whole beauty of a mindset routine. Like,
have a look at people.
You got to leave the bathroom breaks for sacred time, man.
No
sacred
control.
Time. Yeah.
Have a look at people. Have a look how they just can't transition to anything without pulling it out. And I'm talking about the phone.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going with that? No, I know. Exactly. So
very little control.
Didn't know where you're going with that. I agree. And I think that's why just even thinking about this, trying things out for yourself is really important.
Yeah.
And also, even before perhaps like taking on a new mindset challenge or routine, it's to just maybe audit your time, audit your mind. How does your mind feel? Are you getting pulled to it too much? Are you feeling like overstimulated? Are you feeling like brain foggy? those things. And that'll be an indicator of, well, what your attention needs to go to.
Yeah, I was down in Dominican Republic for a workshop 2023, I think, in the winter. Is that right?
I think so.
Was it around there? Yeah, I think it was the winter of 23. And there's these two German guys there. And they were so, well, number one, they were cool. I thought they were cool guys. But they were cool because they were so fascinating. Like, I'd never seen someone so digitized. Like, these guys were on their computer nonstop. They were crypto guys. Like, they were like mad scientists. They like lived in the digital world. Like, they lived in it. And I said, whoa, this is amazing. To this day, I've actually never seen such extreme, like back in the day, like the movie, the Hackers, or like these guys were like hackers. Like, they were that kind of freak level of computer awareness. And one of the guys jumped in the ocean, had his phone in his pocket.
Dang it.
And he was stressed.
Oh, I bet.
But the next day, he was different. He was a little calmer. And then the next day, he was talking about it in his German accent. This is a terrible German accent, but he was like, I feel so much clearer since I don't have my phone.
That's a terrible German
accent. It's so bad.
It's really bad.
Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to offend anybody there. But since he didn't have his phone, on the third day, he said he'd never felt so good in like over a decade.
Oh, wow. Crazy.
And he was like, I don't even know if I want that thing back. It's crazy.
It is.
Constantly touching it, constantly just can't stop the transition, always, pulling it out. Like, just can't stop touching it.
I know, it's just taking an interesting turn. The conversation could go very different for certain people.
This is all designed for the mind. They want your mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So, to summarize, I think it's just about taking back control of that. And finding out what works for you. And I agree. I think even you and I are very different. I think we need different things. I know before an event, sometimes you've done all this prep and then you're like, I just have to go play pool. Like, it helps me just let it sink in, and then I will be able to deliver the next day. And you always can. It's like, that's a way for you to like decompress or just let the ideas get through you. And I actually see it as a mindset routine now. It's like you need to do that beforehand.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to be cool. Some people, like, in my industry, when they're like prepping for something, you see it on Instagram and stuff. They're like, oh, this is what I do, and they're like jumping up and down, and they're like backstage, and they're like walking around and doing all this stuff. It's like, oh my God, like, take it easy, man. Just relax.
Yeah.
Just relax. So I do my best to be relaxed.
So whatever that is for you, figure out what that is.
The easiest mind to control and direct is a calm mind. So you got to ask yourself, what do I have in my life that helps me become calm?
Yeah.
And if you included that, if that was the only thing that you focused on, you'll find you'll be able to direct your mind much, much easier.
I totally agree. So again, I think all of the material and ideas we share on the 30-Day Year podcast always links back to the goal. So I encourage people to download the goals worksheet after this video or after you're listening to this in the show notes, and put some thought into your goal and think about how you can start to integrate mindset into your life in a way that works for you.
Yeah, if you're going to make changes in your life, you're going to need something worth changing it for.
Yeah.
So download this goal exercise in the show notes, and it might start to help you create some order in your mind so you can start to make those changes that you desire to make.
Sounds good.
Hey there, if you enjoyed today's podcast, leave a review, hit subscribe, share with a friend, and have a fantastic day.
Produced at
Sound Lounge by T-Bone.